Have you ever heard of a man so strong he could tear a lion apart with his bare hands? A man who could slay 1,000 enemies with nothing but the jawbone of a donkey. This isn't a comic book hero, this is the incredible, and ultimately tragic, story of Samson. Samson was a man set apart from birth, a Nazarite dedicated to God, and his uncut hair was the secret to his superhuman strength. He was a champion for his people, the Israelites, a constant thorn in the side of their oppressors, the Philistines. The Philistines were terrified of him. They couldn't defeat him in battle, so they decided to use a different kind of weapon, deception. Enter Delilah. Beautiful, cunning, and with a heart swayed by silver, she was the perfect person for the job. The Philistine lords approached her with an irresistible offer: discover the secret to Samson's strength, and they would make her fabulously wealthy. Find out what makes him so strong, they said, and how we can overpower him. Delilah began her mission, weaving a web of affection and sweet words around Samson. Tell me, she'd whisper, what is the secret of your great strength? 3 times, Samson played along, giving her false answers. First, he told her if you were tied with 7 fresh bowstrings, he'd become as weak as any other man. So, while he slept, Delilah tied him up and shouted, Samson, the Philistines are upon you. He snapped the bowstrings as if they were threads. Undeterred, Delilah tried again, pouting and accusing him of not truly loving her. This time, Samson told her new ropes would do the trick. The result was the same. He broke them with ease. The 3rd time, he told her to weave the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric on a loom. Again, he woke and easily pulled his hair free, taking the loom with him. Delilah was exasperated but relentless. She pressed him daily, nagging and pleading until his soul was vexed to death. She cried, how can you say I love you when your heart is not with me? Finally, worn down and blinded by his affection for her, Samson gave in. He told her everything. He confessed that he was a Nazarite, dedicated to God from birth. No razor has ever touched my head, he said. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as any other man. Delilah knew this was the truth. She lulled Samson to sleep with his head in her lap and called for a man to shave off his 7 braids of hair. Then, for the final time, she cried out, Samson, the Philistines are upon you. He awoke, thinking he would shake himself free as before, but he didn't realize the Spirit of the Lord had left him. His strength was gone. The Philistine seized him, gouged out his eyes, and threw him in a prison in Gaza, forcing him to grind grain like an animal. He became a source of entertainment for his enemies. But they made one fatal mistake. They forgot about his hair. Slowly, day by day, it began to grow back. During a great festival to their god Dagon, the Philistines brought the blind Samson out to mock him. The temple was packed with thousands of people. Samson asked the servant leading him to let him feel the pillars that supported the temple so he could rest against them. He placed one hand on each of the 2 central pillars. Then, Samson prayed one last time, Sovereign Lord, remember me. Please, God, strengthen me just one more time. With a final, desperate cry, he pushed with all his might. The temple pillars gave way, and the entire building came crashing down, burying the Philistine rulers and everyone inside. In his death, Samson defeated more of his enemies than he ever had in his entire life. A story of incredible strength, tragic love, and ultimate sacrifice. What a powerful story. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.